What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining us again for another episode of ARK Survival Evolved, playing on our Scorched Primal modded server. So today we're actually going to do some base stuff and possibly do some base optimization or upgrades, but definitely going to work on a greenhouse type area just for plants. Also, you kind of want to check out this guy. So it seems that it could be a good little gun, but I heard this might be pretty amazing. So the one that we have is, let's see, the Ascendant Pump Action Primal Shotgun, 42,000 durability, 719% on the damage. But what we really want to go see is how much damage we're actually doing with this thing. Now, normally we carry a pike in case we get in some close encounters, but if this does good damage, we may start using this. So there we go, 12.5. That's pretty amazing. I think our pike was doing like 2k. I know I'm hitting it. There we go, 12.5. And then let's see, melee. What is my melee? I forget my melee button. Just shoot him. Let me see what my melee button is. I did change some of my hotkeys, so it might have been changed around. Yeah, you can go ahead and reload while I do this. Let's see, melee. Oh, I got changed all the way to H? That's weird. Okay. Let's see what that is. And 30,000 on a melee. So yeah, this thing is pretty amazing. Pretty OP. We're going to have to start probably carrying it with us. The pike, I want to say, like I said, was doing about 2k when we were carrying that around, which was pretty good, but this is kind of fun. So definitely going to carry around the Primal Shotgun and some shotgun ammo. What we need to do, though, as you can see, is we are getting kind of filled in with dinos. So we need to do something about dino storage. We do have a couple of dinos we haven't looked at yet. We found this guy out in the wild, an Elder Moss Chops, and then we have an Alpha Lightning Wyvern that we haven't even saddled yet, so we don't know what those are about. We know what rock drakes do, but we can still look at it. And everything else I think we've looked at. I think that's the only ones that we have not checked out, other than the Apex Griffin, which I'm still on a hunt for a higher level Apex. But we definitely need to do some different things with dino storage. I'm thinking about doing a greenhouse actually in this area. So if we do that, these dinos have to go. And we really probably need to go ahead and expand this area here further that way in order to make a bigger pen area for dinos. So that's what we're going to be working on. We could try to see if there's some cool stuff to kill or tame, but I think we're just going to take today and work on the base. So there's also some mods that we can play around with. Eco has some mods that we can play around for decor and aesthetics, and there's some other things too that we might look at while we're at it. But a lot of building today, so a lot of it's going to be done off camera, but some of it we can do on camera just to show what's going on. But I definitely wanted to show y'all this guy, which is pretty amazing. But once I get some more progress done, I'll come back and we'll see what we're doing and how it looks. So I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so we're back. We've done a lot of things to the base. Some of the things that we did, I can show you now. After we do this here, I did go out and kill a primal. And then I've also done a wild dino wipe. So I'm going to see what they have out there to possibly go kill now. But again, what we did to the base. So that was the main thing we wanted to do this episode. You see our building our building things chest is down here, and they have something sticking out the wall here. That's all different. But the reason is we did some rearranging up top. So we now have this cool little thing here, which is a sink. You can actually drink from it. This is actually I guess works as a stove or a fire pit, cooking pit. And then you have a dye mixer up here as well. That is all cool things, all part of some of the decor and the mods that have been added in. This is a rustic sofa. This is all part of Eco right here. And we moved our bed over a little bit. We've changed our gear now to just a regular old storage box. And the only reason why we did that is because, as I covered in a previous episode, these boxes here are great on foundations, but when it comes to ceilings, they act a little wonky. So we couldn't get it lined up against that wall. But we have a new little area here. And what this is a bathroom. So this is part of one of the eco mods. We have a toilet that you can sit on. As you can see, you can sit on it. And when you get up, it flushes. And then we have a bathtub that we can lay in, which is kind of funny, laying in. But you can lay in it. Just a decor piece here. This is actually a terrarium crafter. As you can see, you can craft all these terrariums and I guess aquariums all in that there. This is, oh, yeah, let me get up here to do it. The food tray. There's all kinds of things that you can make that we could still probably make decorative wise. They have storage things as well in there. This is where the sink and that cooker and the dye came from. So that all is in there. If we go down, not a lot has changed. There is a little bit of something different here, but most of the changes are outside. So if we go out here, we now have this guy placed here just to search for dinos. We've got all of our compost bins lined up, nice and neat, 4 of them there. This is a decorative outhouse. You can actually use it for storage. Can turn fecal matter into oil and compost at 2 times the speed of a dung beetle. So you can put poop in there and get oil or compost, apparently. So we may have to try that and see. Let's see, let's transfer some of this into my inventory. Let's go ahead and transfer that into there. So we'll let that do that for a little bit, and we'll see if it does anything while we're doing a tour. We did go ahead and change up the lining of our dinosaurs, so there's a lot more dino organization going on. You'll see that in a little bit, but we did build a big greenhouse in this area, and this is all the eco mods that we have on this particular server. So there's all kinds of landscaping mods, redwood mods, gardens, aberration. This is a cool new mod I haven't ever played with before, but it's got a whole bunch of colorful looking plants and different types of storage, and apparently there's a stage that you can put down and colorful trees. This here, we use this for a lot of this is the bathroom stuff here. We also used it for, I want to say we used it for the couch. Yeah, couch, the chair, table. This here is the tech one. We didn't really use much out of this. I don't think we used anything. Actually, we crafted a couple things, but I don't think we actually put any of it down. But we did use this guy a lot. Now this is the Scorched Earth crafting cabin. And you can actually make it really early, like level 1, just wood and thatch, and you got a bunch of cool stuff in here that you can play around with. That's all Scorched Earth themed. We have some of these down. I can show you that. That's a bench. There's these cool fences, which snap to fence foundations, which is really cool. More deserty type plants. See, more deserty plants. Those deserty flowers, deserty plants. Rocks, you'll see that. We made a bunch of those. You can put skeletons down. All kinds of cool storage stuff. We have some of this here down already. You'll see that. It's just a bunch of cool stuff in there to play around with. You can even do a bunch of trees. We may do some stuff with trees, but we were done building for the day. We did a lot of time. We spent a lot of time building and kind of got tired of it. But we do have an industrial cooker out here. We are making beer in our barrels, as you can see. Slowly, but we're making it. Everything's irrigated. Now, this was part of that cabin over here. These things here. This is also irrigated as a water source. This is just storage. It's a storage cart. That's actually a storage barrel. So this can hold 100 items. This can hold 35 items. A bunch of cool looking stuff. The greenhouse. Here's one of the benches from the Scorched Earth cabin. You can sit on it. Pretty nice. And here is the greenhouse. Now we have 4 crop plots of stem berries because we're going through a ton of stem berries when we do the dino coins. And then of course here we've got 2 of the rock carrot seeds. We've got 2 savroot. We got 2 citronelle, 2 of the long grass, 2 narcoberry, and 2 mejo berries. So our berry situation is pretty much on point. As you can see, we've been making some things as well. These guys are awesome. This is also part of S Plus. Now he takes fertilizer that we currently have being made in our compost bins, and he takes the fertilizer and he automatically distributes it to all these plots. And he has a huge range. You can see show range. As you can see, it's huge. Huge area that he has the ability to pull from high range and distribute fertilizer. She is gathering all the berries from the plots themselves so that they don't fill up with berries. And she actually has a better timer on the items in her inventory than on our refrigerator. I experimented with it and worked out to where she does have a better timer. So I've been leaving the berries and everything in her for now. She has 300 slots. If she gets overfilled, we'll go ahead and move it. Now, she normally runs on beer or a tech generator. He normally runs on Callian soup or the tech generator. However, both of them do work with that solar panel. So that solar panel is powering them, so I don't have to make beer for her or a soup for him in order for him and her to work properly. But just a basic greenhouse, nothing too crazy. Made it kind of aesthetic and symmetrical. And there's doors on either one of these sides as well. I kept most of our harvesting dinos in here. So there's all of our Ankies, our Dodix. We have our Noxious that we use for collecting berries. We kept all the horses in here also. Just because our light pet's in here, and then the cool little Jaboa's in here as well. So that is what we've done in here and inside the base for the most part. If we go out here with that cabin, we've done a lot of things with the rocks. So there's a lot of different rocks layered in here. If I have my helmet on, you can probably see the different layers. But this is a rock. This is a rock. This is his own rock. This is another rock right here. And it really just kind of gives it some aesthetics and makes it feel more part of, I guess, the area. So this is our item collector that is picking up everything. Collecting options. Okay, yeah. So it's collecting all the eggs and the poop in the area, and it should be enough to catch most of my dinos. So we have constant poop coming in. It then takes all the poop, sends it to the compost bins. The compost bins have a bunch of thatch in them, as you can see. And then just constantly making fertilizer. Let's check on this guy. Anything happening yet? Nope, not yet. I was just curious how fast it was. So, now, dino storage. Oh, we can show you the rest of the rocks. So the rocks go around the side of the behemoth gate. Right there, so it frames that out. It comes around the base. We got it framing out that door. We actually have it to where it clips into the stairs. Some of the stairs are almost built into it. Right there, coming around. More rocks laid around. And just a bunch of rocks. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 7 or 8 rocks just in that little cluster right there. Just layered upon each other. In order to try to get the look that I wanted. Then we have another one back here that frames out that door. It comes down to here. Some more rocks here. We did have to move the solar panel because it was behind that big massive rock cluster. And then on this side, we've got our dinos lined up. The rocks do kind of wrap around for a little bit, as you can see behind the 2 megatheriums right there. And that's all we've done so far. Like I said, we probably will put some trees and some more rocks in there, but let's get an aerial view. Let's go ahead and grab you. Let's go ahead. We're going to go out for a little possible hunt if we find something to hunt. So let's go ahead and grab this guy. Then we'll go ahead and grab one of our good griffins, our powerful griffins, over here. I still don't have any other way to get up here other than this, but I mean, this is kind of working for now. So as you can see, this is what it looks like from above, right here. This is what it looks like from upwards a little bit from the aerial view instead of being on the ground. And then like this as well. I would probably change out that behemoth gate to a regular dino gate, but I don't think the Megatherium can get through. I'll have to test that to see. I don't know if... Oh, we got a Primal in the area. But, is it airborne? No, it's ground-based. Okay. But as you can see, we did put all of the dinos now kind of spread out a little bit better. So we have a little bit more organization going on. So we have Manny, our Manicore, we have our monkey. Our monkey is actually on neutral. He's tied up to the boulder, Captain Black boulder, in case something were to get in here. He wouldn't get too far away if he went on a killing spree. We have our Morella tops by the water. Then we have our Rexes, which we had our Celestial on the other side of the apex. Then we kind of start our dragons and our drakes. So we have a rock drake. Then we have that lightning wyvern. Then we have our griffins. We do have our 3 leveled fire, ice, and caustic griffin down there, as well as our leveled alpha griffin. And then we have the apex, the ice, and the caustic that we haven't leveled down there as well. We have the demonic reaper kind of overlooking everything. It's on neutral as well. It'll probably instant kill anything. Then we have our megatheriums. We have the buffoon, nameless, and buffoon megatherium, then a few other dinos. But it's a lot more organized. And where is this thing at? What, right here? You want some of this? There, T-Rex is getting in on it. There we go, defeated. Good. So, thank goodness it didn't trigger any of this stuff up here. Otherwise, we had a bunch of dinos. Probably, I say a bunch. Most of them are on passive. They have a few on neutral to protect, but might have had a few run down there try to help us out. But yeah, that's the base and what we've done to redesign it. That took a while, so I am kind of tamed out and built out for a bit. Gonna take a little break, but let's see if there's anything cool on the scanner since I did a dino wipe. in order to try to see. There's a Chaos Wyvern, okay. There's nothing celestial at the moment, celestial at the moment. Giant Queen Bee. That would be cool to look at. Noxious, lots of Noxious. Got a couple Origins we could kill. Poison Wyvern, no. Spirit Wyvern, that sounds cool. We can go look at that. That's at 33 and 13. Okay. 33 and 13 is a Spirit Wyvern. Let's go check that out. So, let's see. Do we have anything close to 33 and 13? 33 and 55. That's where we last were when we killed a Primal. Don't see anything there. Let's figure out our map. 33 and 13. 33, 13. That's all the way over there. Okay. So, let's do this. I know where 33 and 13. We'll just fly over there really quick. Shouldn't take us long on the Griffin. And if it's a Spirit Wyvern, it's going to be flying around, so we probably should see it relatively quickly. But that's all we did with the base. Like I said, I may do a few upgrades here and there, but I'm kind of built out. We pretty much have everything in the shop area that we need for building stuff, so I don't think there's any other type of crafting benches or crafting stations that we need that we don't have. So that should be all done, taken care of. The only other thing that we can really do now would be to maybe add some more specialized storage for didomes other than just lining them up. But I did take out the Dino Soul station or whatever it is because it should be right up in this area. It kept updating, and like it's updated twice just today, and so yep, there it is, way down there. That is so cool looking. Look at that. That's it, 1.5 million health. But anyway, it updated twice today, so I logged out for a second and came back in, and I had to freaking update the server, so I got fed up with it because it's been updating constantly the last few days, so I took it out completely. So that Dino Soul station or whatever it is no longer there. What are you? Oh, you're an Apex Poison Wyvern. That was kind of cool looking. So I took it out. It's no longer in here, the mod list. But like I said, it just kept updating. It was annoying to have to constantly updating the server and logging out. Or whenever time we go to log in or somebody else tried to log in, that was the one mod that kept updating the most, that had to be updated and prevented people from logging into the server. So we removed it. But that's about it, guys. So the base itself, I think we're going to do a little bit more decorated, but we're mostly done with our little base area, other than dino storage, of course, as we get more dinos. But hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Feel free to share the video as you see fit. And I'm probably going to kill a few of these Origins, a couple other little special things. But I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. So you have a good one. Peace.